Yo, 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 what's going on, Chicago Sports Hub? We got UFC Fight Night predictions this weekend and NFL Week 3.
Week 3?
Week fucking 3.
Alrighty, let's go.
Oh, man, let's talk about it. The first fight for the UFC, man, who is it, Brian Battle? That we gonna talk about?
Brian Battle versus AJ Fletcher. Man, Brian Battle, 10-2. He's coming off, he's 4-1 his last 5 fights.
Mm-hmm.
And his only loss in that time was to a real dangerous up and comer, and Rinat Fakhretdinov. He's a fucking killer. So, man, he's beat Tresean Gore, beat Gabe Green, knockout in the first round, beat Tsushihiro Sato, knockout in the first round. His last 2 wins are knockouts in the first round. I think he's on the come up, man, and with AJ Fletcher, 2-2 in the UFC, only 4 UFC fights. He lost to his best competition so far, probably Matthew Semselberger, and that's that's saying something, And I think Brian Battle since he's fought Tresean Gore, since he has the experience against somebody as skilled as Rinat, I just think he's the play here. 3-0 when it comes to TKOs. 1 loss by submission, 1 loss by decision for a Battle.
Yeah, man, I definitely agree with Bart here. I'm going to go with Battle as well. Only because I feel like he's, the new up-and-comer in this division, man. So, and ever since he came into the UFC, I remember watching him Contender Series. This guy is pretty fucking good. I can't lie.
And a 5-inch reach advantage, too.
Oh, wow.
So, I think striking-wise, Fletcher's more of a wrestler. And but I think Battle's got the wrestling takedown defense to stuff the takedowns, and I think the striking is a lot better for Battle here. So yeah, I like Battle money line -185 is the odds right now.
Yes, sir. That's what we got. Brian Battle for that fight. Let's talk about this next fight, man. Muhammad Usman versus Jack Collier. Muhammad Usman, if you guys don't know, that's Usman's brother. He's 10-2 on a 2-fight win streak in the UFC. Jake Collier, he's 13-9, 1-4 in his past 5 fights. He's a veteran in the UFC, but man, I'm gonna go with Usman here only because I feel like he's gonna wrestle and just take downs and all type of stuff. And I feel like he's new blood in the division. We need new blood in the heavyweight division. The odds are kind of fishy. Be careful, but I think Usman got it for this fight. What you thinking?
I think it's hard betting on these fucking low-level heavyweights, but, man, what's what you said here? Usman's got the wrestling, and Collier is dog shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Collier fucking sucks. I've seen him get knocked out, I think, twice.
Yeah.
But at least twice, I should say. I know exactly who he is. 13-9, the record speaks for itself. Usman's, 10-2?
Yep.
Be prepared for a fucking boring fight. That's all I'm going to say. I think Usman's going to bore us to death and get the win. But, man, look out for 7 minutes of ground control. He gets a takedown. He's a big-ass heavyweight, too,
I can see a ground and pound TKO.
Yeah, even that, yeah. I could see it. I could honestly see Usman, even though he's not a finisher, finishing this fight because of how bad Collier is.
Yeah.
Especially lately. 4 or 5 losing streak?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Usman all day, I think.
Yeah, man.
The odds are a little fishy, though, on that one.
Yeah, Usman's fucking -142 money line for that one. And I will never forget when I bet on Jake Collier, he was -340 and that motherfucker lost. So, bro, I don't know, man. He's a good UFC veteran fighter, but I just think he's on his way out. Usman's on his way up.
If I'm not mistaken, I also think Usman is the Ultimate Fighter winner.
Yeah, he is. Yep.
So, there you go, new blood in the division. Dana White's going to want to push the newer guys.
Yeah.
And not a guy who just lost 4 fucking fights in a row.
For sure, man, for sure. So we got Usman for that fight. Let's talk about the next fight. Marina Rodriguez versus Michelle Waterson. Rodriguez, she's 16-3, 36 years old, 3-2's past 5 fights. Waterson, she's 18-11, 37 years old, 1-4 in the past 5 fights. Marina Rodriguez, she's a big favorite. But, man, she fought some top competition in this fucking division. Marina Rodriguez, I mean, she fought Amanda Ribas, Mackenzie Dern, Amanda Lemos, Yan, the Chinese shorty. Those are top, level competitions. Don't get me wrong, Waterson, she's been in the UFC. She fought that kind of competition a little bit. But I just feel like Marina Rodriguez is the better fighter, and I won't be surprised if Waterson, gets cut by the UFC after this fight.
Yeah, Waterson Gomez she's just getting old. Well, she was known like 3 years ago as the karate hottie. Completely fell off like the slope. She's going on a really downward slope right now. And Marina Rodriguez, on the other hand, 16-3. Just looking at the records alone, I feel like the level of competition is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
And you got a 16-3 versus an 18-11. I think, man, Marina Rodriguez might even get this done inside the distance. She is on a 2-fight losing streak, but I am impressed that she didn't get finished by Amanda Lemos earlier, because Amanda Lemos
is a finisher.
Is a finisher. For a women's fighter, she is a finisher. And she lost in the third round, but Lemos just fought for the fucking belt against Weili. And Verna Yandrudova, who she lost last to, that was a really close fight. Verna's just, I think, she's like a low-key dog in that division. Not a lot of people know about because they probably can't say her fucking name. But honestly, the wins against Jan, Dern, she already beat Gomez in the past.
That's nothing too. She did beat Gomez in the past.
And she had a split decision against former champ Carla Esparza too. So I think Rodriguez is definitely legit. And like we said, kind of with Grasso and Shevchenko, this is one of those fights where we're seeing new blood in the women's division, and the old blood kind of go out. Yeah,
man. So we got Marina Rodriguez for that fight. She's a big favorite, but nice parlay piece, man. Do you think she wins by decision?
I honestly could see her finishing this fight. Waterson Gomez just, I don't think her takedown defense, I don't think she's going to be able to stop the takedowns. And if Marina's aggressive enough, I think I could see her getting a submission or TKO ground and pound. For sure. That's what we got for that fight. Let's talk about the co-main event here. Bryce Mitchell versus Dan Ige. Bryce Mitchell, he's 15-2, 28 years old, 4-1 in past 5 fights. His last fight, he lost to Tapura. He got beat the fuck up. Oh, man. He's a wrestler, 4-1 past 5, 15-2. I mean, he's a pretty solid fighter. Dan Ige, on the other hand, he's 17-6, 32 years old, 2-3 past 5 fights. But man, I mean, he fought some top motherfucking guys, man, in this division. Nate Launder, Masvar, Josh Emmett, Korean Zombie. He lost to some of those, but man, it just shows me that like he might learn from that. He got the little experience against these top competition. And, man, Bryce Mitchell, last time he has fought it's been December 2022. And he did not look good. He's been dealing with an injury the past year. He's been kind of inactive. So I can see Dan Ige stealing the win here this weekend, guys. If he could, defend Bryce Mitchell's takedowns and keep it his fight and a stand-up striking fight, I can see Dan Ige piecing his ass up. Alright, guys. So, Ige has 6 losses, but let me tell you this. 5 wins by TKO, no losses by TKO. 5 wins by submission, no losses by submission. He's never been finished.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so all 6 of his losses were by decision. I don't see Bryce Mitchell having a path to victory in a decision. I could see him maybe getting a submission somehow against Dan Ige. But Dan Ige also, I feel like people think he's like washed up and old because of the competition he's fought. But he's only 32 years old.
Yeah, he's young.
He's the same age as Izzy Adesanya, And what is Bryce Mitchell like? He's a little younger.
28.
28. Man, I just think Ige is on a comeback tour. And it's not too late for him to be on that comeback tour. And I think Bryce Mitchell is only fucking famous because he's an idiot. the shit that be coming out that motherfucker's mouth is like so crazy. And he's got like the, super redneck fucking fan base behind him, So, man, Bryce Mitchell, he hasn't been impressing me. He's been inactive. I like Dan Ige striking here against him. I think he might even expose Bryce Mitchell a little bit. I am still a little worried. I think Ige gets it done. But, man, it is a little worrisome, this fight,
No, for sure. I definitely agree with you because, man, I mean, before the fight Tapura had, Bryce Mitchell was bound to fucking tear. And, But I don't know, like, Bryce Mitchell's wrestling is not that impressive to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think Dan Ige could pull it off, bro.
Yeah.
At least defend some of those takedowns if he's gonna go shoot them.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that he's never been finished before tells me like that. Like Bryce Mitchell, like I don't see him getting a decision here. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Like I just think Ige's gonna inflict more damage as the fight goes on, and he's just gonna pull it off. I don't know how, but I got a money line plus money. What is it? Plus 180.
Plus 180, I think. Yeah, I think FanDuel's plus 162, but DraftKings do have the better odds, guys. Yeah, we both go the underdog in the co-main event. Dan Ige, man. Let's fucking go. Let's talk about the main event. Rafael Fizev versus Gamrot. Rafael Fizev, he's 12-2, 30 years old, 4-1 past 5 fights. I mean, shit, he fought some pretty good guys, too. He beat Bobby Green. He beat Rafael Dos Anjos. His last fight, Rafael Fizev he lost to Justin Gaethje. I mean,
one judge scored a draw. I think
that for real?
Yeah, it was a majority decision.
Fuck, you're right. That's crazy, man.
I mean, I honestly, Fizev looked great against Justin Gaethje the first 2 rounds. He just got fucking smoked the 3rd round. And Gamrot does not have the level of skill. I mean, maybe he's a better wrestler than Gaethje, but I still don't think he's going to be able to take Fizev down. Man, Gamrot got exposed against Dariush. Dariush was awful striking, and he looked like fucking Juliana Pena in there. And then he got exposed again against Jalen Turner, a very close fight that he won.
He stole it,
He stole, kind of. Because he was just shooting for takedowns, and the takedowns were so telegraphed. You could see him coming from a mile away. If you do that against somebody like Fizev, it's just not going to happen. And, man, this guy's fucking striking, guys.
Who, Rafael Fizev?
Fizev striking, guys, like, it's some of the best I've seen easily in the lightweight division.
He do have some nasty-ass combos, I can't lie.
Like, man, I've watched 3 of his fights back. I watched the Dos Santos fight. I watched the freaking Gaethje fight back. I watched one more, I can't remember. But in every single one of those fights, he was stuffing takedowns, and he was landing combos of his own. Man, he had Gaethje hurt a couple times in that fight. And it's hard to have Gaethje hurt.
Right, for sure. And, I definitely agree with Bar here. I think Fizev is definitely the better striker compared to Gamrot. I am a little worried about Gamrot's wrestling because he is going to shoot for it. But going back to Rafael Dos Anjos fight versus Rafael Fizev, man, Fizev was just stuffing those takedowns. And Dos Anjos is a really good fucking wrestler in the lightweight division. And jiu-jitsu, all that. So, the fact that he showed me that he could, hang Rafael Dos Anjos and knock his ass out in the 5th round, that's another thing, too. We have not seen Gamrot fight. Oh, no, we did. I guess Arman, yeah. We did. But
he used to be double champion KSW.
You're right. You're right.
So, he's got this. They both have the stamina, in my opinion.
This is going to be a really good fight. But I'm leaning towards Fizev only because I feel like his striking is a little better and he has to take down defense.
He does. The only thing I'm worried about is if this fight goes to a decision and Gamrot does score takedowns even without landing damage, and even if he gets outstruck by a lot on the feet, I could still, with the judging lately, Gamrot could steal another one,
Yeah, because we've seen it before.
We've seen it a lot recently, to be honest. So, man, I love Fizev. I'm definitely single betting Fizev here. I do think he's the better fighter overall. But if you guys are worried about the judging and do think Gamrot, since he's never been knocked out, I feel like
this might go the distance.
Yeah.
You think so?
I think if it does, then I'm leaning a little bit more towards Gamrot.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think Fizev will, as long as Fizev doesn't gas himself out the first 3 rounds and just stays patient, I honestly see him working through him, even maybe for the whole 5 rounds. But I think Gamrot lost against Arman, too.
He got lucky with that one.
So, that was a split decision, too.
Man. So you got Fizev?
I got Fizev at the end of the day, but, man, I'm just worried about the judging. That's it, literally, about that fight.
All right, man. Let's run it back real quick for UFC. We got Brian Battle money line, Muhammad Usman money line, Marino Rodriguez money line, Dan Ige money line beating Bryce Mitchell, and for the main event, we both got Rafael Fizev.
I hate going against my Polak, but man, Fizev just looks has been looking great, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Let's move on to the NFL Week 3. It's running run it through right quick. Titans versus the Browns. They're at Cleveland. Listen, I know Nick Chubb. There's no Nick Chubb. He's out for the year. But if I have to pick a team with a better defense, it is the Browns. I can see a really close game, a dogfight. I see Browns taking it. They're kind of the favorite, minus 200. I got Browns money line.
For this game, I'm under 46.5. I do like Henry to score a touchdown again. He's their only offense.
Yeah. Okay. The Chargers versus the Vikings. They're at Minnesota. They're both 0-2. But listen, I'm going with Justin Jefferson touchdown. He's been complaining about not getting the ball. He should have had a touchdown last week against the Eagles. So he is due for a touchdown. I like Justin Jefferson to score a touchdown. But I can see the Chargers still in the game here.
I don't have a winner for this game. Both teams are 0-2, which is kind of why I don't have a winner for this game. I can't really see which one's going to go 0-3. But like you said, JJ touchdown. And what I have is over 47.5. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
I do think it's going to be a shootout, too.
And I think Kirk, I got a lot of stuff for this game. I got over 47.5, Justin Jefferson touchdown, Kirk 250 passing yards, and Jay Herbo 35 pass attempts.
I like that.
Nice for a game. For like, same
your parlay? That's nice. Let's talk about this next game, man. Patriots versus the Jets. They're at New York. No Aaron Rodgers. I do not see the Patriots starting 0-3 in the season. I got the Patriots still in this game and covering the spread. Patriots minus 2.5. Only because Zach Wilson, starting quarterback, I cannot trust him, bro.
And you know how Bill Belichick knows how to play against Zach Wilson. He's played against him before. He knows how to disrupt his rhythm, if he ever gets a fucking rhythm. But yeah, I got straight up Patriots money line here.
Yeah, man. Both got Patriots for that one. Next game, Bills versus the Commanders. They're at Washington. I like Stephon Diggs to score a touchdown. Bills money line. I'm not too confident in Diggs, but yeah, that's about it. That's what I got.
I had Bills money line, Diggs touchdown.
For real?
We riding with that one.
Let's go. All right. Next game, Texans versus the Jaguars. They're at Jacksonville. I got ETN, the running back from the Jaguars, scored a touchdown. Man, I want to go with Calvin Ridley. I want to go with Christian Kirk.
We on the same exact page today.
Let's go. We got ETN touchdown?
Man, I had Jaguars money line. I had Ridley or ETN touchdown. I really couldn't
bro.
I really couldn't decide. I think ETN is due. I don't think he scored yet this year.
He has.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Week 1.
Okay, so he didn't score last week though. So he was on fire last year. Man, like I said, I got Jaguars money line, ETN touchdown. I like 2 passing touchdowns here for Lawrence too.
I do too, actually. 2 passing touchdowns for Trevor Lawrence and Jaguars win. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. This next game, Colts versus the Ravens. They're at Baltimore. Man, no fucking J.K. Dobbins. What's his name? Justice, the running back. He's out. Lamar Jackson is due to score a touchdown, guys. I got Lamar Jackson to score a touchdown, Ravens to win.
I got Raiders.
Ravens?
Oh, wrong.
Wrong one. Colts versus the Ravens.
Colts versus Ravens. There we go. I got Colts plus 14 and Pittman touchdown.
I like that.
Plus 285 odds.
That's nice. All right, next game, Falcons versus the Lions. They're at Detroit. Man, the Lions are like a whole different team. They changed the culture around. They look pretty damn good. Even though they lost against Seattle last week, it was an overtime game. I still see the Lions getting the win against the Falcons at home and covering the spread minus 3.
Yeah, I've had, for this game, it was tough for me to pick a winner. I am leaning Lions, definitely money line. But what I really like is over 43.5, minus 160. And I do think Jared Goff throws 2 touchdowns.
All right. The next game, Saints versus the Packers. They're at Green Bay. Listen, we have not seen pretty decent, defensive football team going against Jordan Love. Because we know the Saints got a good defense, and they got a good defensive line and pretty decent secondary. I can see the Saints defense, man, is putting pressure on Jordan Love, bro. And just getting the win at Green Bay is tough. It's like even as odds, they're both like minus 110, plus 100, whatever the fuck. But I think States steal it at Green Bay. Saints money line. Only just because the defense is a little better.
I have under 48.5 for this game. And man, it was tough for me, but I know one of them is going to do it. Carr or Love, INT. I do have Carr initially. But man, the Saints defense, like you said, they could pressure him, and Jordan Love's still young, so I
Yeah.
can see him making a mistake. I actually like Love. I love interception and under 48.5 here.
All right, all right. As for the Packers and Saints game, let's talk about the Broncos versus the Dolphins. They're at Miami. I like Tyreek Hill to score a touchdown, man, and Dolphins to win. That guy's been on a fucking tear. I know Surtain, the cornerback from the Broncos, he's pretty damn decent, but it's Tyreek motherfucking Hill.
Commanders just scored like 40 points on their ass.
Yeah, I forgot about that
Like,
shit,
man,
yeah.
I feel like their defense is not the same as it was last year.
For sure.
For what I had for this game, Dolphins minus 2.5, two passing touchdowns.
Ooh, I like two passing touchdowns as well, guys. I do. Next game, Seahawks versus the Panthers. I like the Seahawks to win. Bryce Young is looking like he's out for this Sunday.
He's out, confirmed.
Yeah, so Andy Dalton, yeah, all right. Seahawks money line. I like Kenneth Walker to score another touchdown, running back from the Seahawks.
Well, goddamn, we on the same page again. I got Seahawks money line and Walker touchdown for this game.
Let's go, let's go. Bears versus the Chiefs. Oh Lord. Yep. Here we go. All right. Listen, Isaiah Pacheco, he's questionable coming to this game Sunday, but if he's healthy, man, we've seen what running backs could do to the Bears defense. Pacheco is due for a touchdown. I got Pacheco to score a touchdown. Alternate spread, Chiefs minus 6.5. But I also like Patrick Mahomes to throw 3 touchdowns against his Bears secondary, man. I won't be surprised if it today.
I loved it. I was on the way over here. I was like, man, I love. In my head, I was like, I love Patrick Mahomes 3 passing touchdowns. It's just the Chiefs are minus 720 right now.
Can't do
so
shit.
You can't do shit with it. Man, for some reason, my gut's saying Kelsey 2 touchdowns this game.
Ooh.
My gut. I just think he's gonna have a big game regardless.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll get in there too. I know he'll get in there one time though, man. So I do like to make it better odds. Kelsey touchdown and Chiefs money line.
All right.
And the Patrick Mahomes 3 touchdowns. I love that shit too.
All right. Let's go. I do like Kelsey touchdown too. I won't be surprised if he has a big ass game against the Bears, man. Let's talk about the next game. Cowboys versus the Cardinals. They're at Arizona. I know Diggs, cornerback from the Cowboys, tore his ACL. He's out for the year. But,
Huge L.
yeah, huge L. The Cowboys defense is still fucking, man, fucking good, man. They're still stacked. Cardinals, they look like they're going to tank for the rest of the year. I got Cowboys covering minus 12.5. I know it's kind of high, but I won't be surprised if they smoke on them.
I took Cowboys minus 10 and Tony Pollard touchdown here.
All right. Sunday Night Football, we got the Raiders versus Steelers. They're at Las Vegas for this game. I got Steelers winning this game, man, only because they got the better defense. I'm not too confident in the quarterback from the Steelers, Pickett, but yeah, man, I do like Josh Jacobs to score a touchdown. That's the one I'm really confident in because he is due for a touchdown, man.
I'm opposite here. I have Raiders money line. I don't know why I love this, but I love 2 passing touchdowns for Jimmy G here. I just don't think that the Steelers secondary
Isn't that okay?
is like they're good on paper, but they be allowing hella yards. I don't know if you guys know.
No, that's true. That's true.
Like they're really good on paper, but they just when it comes to executing on the field, they don't do it.
Yeah, man. So that's what we got for that one Sunday Night Football. Monday night, we got another doubleheader, man. We got the Eagles versus the Buccaneers. They're at Tampa Bay. I like A.J. Brown to score a touchdown. He was complaining last week on the sidelines to Jalen Hurts. Like, hey, what's up? Like, pass me the ball. And even when he did, he was about to catch it, bro. He got called back, and he about to throw fucking another touchdown to A.J. Brown. It was a pass interference. So, A.J. Brown is due for a touchdown, man.
I love that. I completely forgot about the sideline altercation. I think Kelsey had one last week too, where he was mad about not getting the ball. So both those guys, I love to score a touchdown. What I originally had for this game is minus 2.5 Eagles and under 47.5.
All right. I can't pick a winner for this game, so I'm just gonna go with A.J. Brown touchdown, man. Man, the other Monday night game, Rams versus the Bengals. They're at Cincinnati. I don't know what's going on with Joe Burrow and the Bengals, man. He does not look himself, bro. I really think
he got rushed back.
Yeah, bro. I really think they rushed him to start. They tweaked him.
They didn't have to. This is Joe Burrow to me. Like I said it, like always in the Chicago Sports Hub group chat. I feel like he's the next coming of like a Peyton Manning or like not Tom Brady because there's never. I feel like there'll be another Tom Brady, but like Peyton Manning and Drew Brees, a guy that gets 2 Super Bowl wins in his career. Man, I hope the fucking Bengals don't fuck that up for him, bro. He's got the potential to be a champ, and he's got that mindset. Maybe he hurt himself, like, with his mindset going, being so, like, ready to go, being, even if he's hurt, he's gonna fucking play when in a game that doesn't matter much in the beginning of the season. I like, if Joe Burrow is on his A game and plays, like, he's playing for sure.
I think so. I believe so.
So I like Higgins 50 receiving yards and Bengals money line. But man, I'm not confident in the Bengals money line.
Yeah, Burrow and the Bengals gonna have to show me like they're still alive or they still got some shit going.
I could see this game being like the game for the Rams where they're not supposed to win, and a lot of money's probably on the Bengals.
Type shit.
So the Rams pull it off and shit. So I am staying away from money line Bengals.
Yeah, I got Rams plus 3.5. Only because primetime game. It could be a close game. We haven't seen Burrow on his A game yet, so I'm gonna just go with the Rams plus 3.5. It could be a close game. That's about it.
Yeah,
that's about it for this weekend. NFL, UFC. Tune in next week, man. We got y'all. Appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, share all that other shit. Peace out.